Oh boy, I heard about this story earlier. I just got home from work. Let me check this out. I just want to know just one thing. Please, 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 please don't let them be black. Don't let them be black. Don't let them... Oh, goddamn. All right. What's up, guys? This is the Gospel according to Mark with a C. He is I, and I am he. Just taking some time to tell you exactly what's on my mind. And yes, I heard about the story earlier about the family that was fighting in Disneyland in California. And, you know, this is most unfortunate, guys. You know, this ties into a little something about what I was talking about over the weekend, but I'm gonna get into that later. As for now, let me just read this story with you guys so we can just put this in context. You can know what I'm talking about, and then I'm gonna talk about my feelings on this very briefly. Okay. This is on NBCnews.com, and guys, this story has gone viral, okay? It's gone viral. So anybody who comes into the comment section trying to criticize me for talking about it and making black people look bad, all I can say to you is, and you know what you can do for me. Why shouldn't I comment on something that's all over the news? That's what I'm gonna do. Here we go. NBCnews.com. I'm gonna have this in the description box so you can check it out yourself. Anaheim police investigating viral video of violent Disneyland brawl. 3 minutes after a bystander started recording video of the fight, security arrived. Now I hear people saying that 3 minutes is a long time for a brawl to be going on. And I do agree with that, but I have some ideas about just why it was that it was allowed to go on as long as it was. Stand by for that. This is by Alicia Fieldstad. Police in Anaheim, California said Monday they are considering whether to file criminal charges against members of a family who were caught on video in a prolonged brawl at Disneyland on Saturday. A bystander's video of the fight, which broke out against the backdrop of Disneyland's colorful and whimsical Toontown, has gone viral since it was posted on YouTube, racking up more than 900,000 views by Monday afternoon. It is now Monday evening. I'm sure it's well over 1 million by now. The Anaheim Police Department said in a statement Monday that it responded to the park and found everyone involved in the melee was part of the same family. It's a family affair. It's a family affair. All right. They were all uncooperative with police. The family that fights together, bites together, I don't know. They were all uncooperative with police and were escorted from the park, but didn't face charges because they wanted nothing done, police said. They wanted nothing done, but what about all the children? What about all of the beautiful, pretty children who were surrounding them, watching this fight, who are being traumatized, who might have nightmares about this? The white kids, the black kids, yes, they are decent, hardworking, loving black families who were there to have a good time. What about their rights? Everybody who's going to try to justify what these people did by saying that white people fight too. Not talking about them, okay? I'm talking about this situation right here. All right? Officers were not aware of video footage of the incident at the time, but now that it has surfaced, police said detectives are following up to see who did what and if there's the potential for filing criminal charges. When the video begins, a man in a red shirt and a woman in a white shirt are yelling at each other next to a stroller with 2 children in it. Beautiful. She appears to spit in his face. I imagine that's when it all went downhill. And then he hits her several times in the face. Woo! She wheels the stroller over to someone and says, "Hold my daughters!" Then, the man in the red shirt and another man begin to fist fight. Several other people get involved, including a woman in a tank top who is hit by one of the men and a woman in an electric wheelchair who stands up. A woman in a wheelchair stands up. It's a miracle! Oh, praise the Lord! Now see, if I were an executive at Disneyland, this is how I would spin it. I would take that video footage of the woman who's in the wheelchair who stands up, and I would say, Disneyland, a place where miracles happen, and they have her standing up. I would blur out, the people who are beating each other's like ass in the background, you know what I mean? But I would have that woman standing up, and I would say, wow, look at that. She's gonna walk. Watch her walk, Papa. Watch her play, Papa. Watch her dance. I hope you dance. And she's dancing, you know what I mean? Be beautiful. It's like that's how I would spin it if I were working for Disneyland, if I were an executive. All right. Okay, she stands up. Then the man in the red shirt begins pulling on the hair of the woman in the white shirt. Someone can be heard crying in the background as someone yells, or I should say children can be heard crying in the background as someone yells, "Call security!" The woman in the white shirt and the woman in the tan shirt begin to fight near the woman who is in the wheelchair, who falls to the ground in the midst of their brawl. The woman in the tank top and another woman help her up as the man in the red shirt once again starts hitting the woman in the white shirt and eventually pulls her down to the ground. She's down, fellas, she's down. Some bystanders, including a park cleaning attendant, try to intervene, but damn it, they don't pay him enough for that, so he couldn't stop the chaos. Then the man in the red shirt again accuses the woman in the tank top of hitting his mother and punches her dead in her face, repeatedly hitting her before several men drag him away. Several staff members, including security, arrived more than 3 minutes after the violence broke out, and the family members eventually disperse. Whew! No doubt heading towards Galaxy's Edge because they were singing, I heard they were heard singing, "Don't push me, cause I'm close to Galaxy's Edge. I'm trying not to lose my head." It's like a jungle sometimes. It makes me wonder how I keep from going under. Alright. A tweet from Disneyland said park officials could not offer information about the incident, but the safety of our cast and guests remain our priority. Yes, and all I can say is thank God that Luke Skywalker, Han Solo, and Princess Leia, and Chewbacca and Darth Vader were nowhere near there. We care about our original trilogy cast members. Alright, so listen guys, this is horrible. You know, I'm trying to have a little bit of fun with this, but guys, this is terrible. And you know, I think I have a reason why, you know, why security might have waited 3 minutes, over 3 minutes before they responded to this. I think with the current climate that's going on in this world, I think it's very possible that they knew what was going on immediately. After all, Disneyland, they have great security there. They always have. All right, I think somebody said, there's a fight breaking out at Toontown and they're black. Alright, so somebody might have said, you know what? Leave it alone, okay? If we respond and the shit gets out of hand, it could look terrible on the evening news. It could look like we're brutalizing our black guests at Disneyland, you know, and that could be terrible, you know, for their image. So I think they might have wanted to hang back and see maybe if the thing played itself out, you know, before they actually did anything about it. But clearly the dude in the red shirt was out of control. It had to be dealt with. All right, so that's my theory about that. Now the other thing I want to point out here, guys, and you know, on a more serious topic. All right, you guys heard me talking about you know, the Little Mermaid and the black image and, you know, all that stuff over the weekend. And I just want to say this. This is the point that I'm trying to make. All right, that was a family. Unfortunately, they paid a lot of money to get into the park just so they could act like a bunch of savages. All right, unfortunately, the kids, all right, those kids who were in the stroller and who were crying and, you know, being traumatized and everything like that, how much do you think those kids care about seeing a black Little Mermaid if this is what they see at home? All right, this dude was whooping the ass of not one, but 2 women, right, in front of everybody, including those kids, which I seriously doubt he was the father of. All right, the dysfunction was ridiculous. All right, but there it was out there for everybody to see, and now over 1 million people are going to see it. All right, so this is my point. All right, our efforts, our passions, you know, our struggle is in the home, it's in the house, it's in raising our sons and daughters to be better mates for each other and to know how to identify ideal mates. That's what I'm talking about. All of the positive images in the world that you put on the big screen mean nothing if when you get in the house, this is what you see. Now, it's okay to have positive images on screen. Absolutely. I think that it's invaluable. But it's got to start in the home. That's where it starts. You won't even recognize a positive image on the big screen as it relates to you if this is what you see in your home. All right? So that's what I'm talking about. We need to value ourselves first, and it starts with learning who we are. It starts with teaching our kids about their history, their traditions, and their cultures. And if Disney wants to assist in that, then maybe they would put something on the screen that identifies the culture of the people that they are trying to celebrate the diversity of. You know what I mean? This is my point. This is where love comes from. In any community, not just the black community, because this type of dysfunction you can find anywhere. All right, there have been times when I've been in Chuck E. Cheese and I've seen white people flipping out. You can go on fight at Walmart. You can go on fight at you know, just about anywhere you can name, and you can see people fighting and, you know, and beating each other. This is not an exclusively black thing. All right, but it just so happens that, well, I'm a black guy, so I'm going to talk about these issues the same way. All right, so there it is, guys. You know what I mean? It starts in the home. It's undeniable. It starts in the home. All right. So, listen, it's unfortunate. Like I said, it's terrible. That guy in the red shirt, whoever you are, get help, man. I mean, seriously, get help. It's like you're screaming, I don't care. I don't give a shit. It's like, you know what? We have to watch the images that our children are watching also in their daily lives. I'm talking about if they're, you know, like watching hip hop or something, and, you know, you got to watch things that celebrate, you know, like rowdy or bad culture. And I'm a hip hop dude, you know, but I'm just saying, we really want to care for these kids, man. It's like we want to give them a fighting chance. We want to be able to give them better than what we had, you know. So that's what's so important. It's got to start in the house, man, and we can't be afraid to speak up. You know, we got to stop glorifying and making excuses for dysfunction. You know, so guys, I know there are going to be a ton of people who disagree with it, but, you know, that's what I saw. I'm sorry that it happened. I hope everybody is all right there, and that includes the bystanders and the kids who were traumatized by it. But, you know, that's what it is, and that's something that the SJWs are never going to talk about. You know what I mean? They're just going to make excuses for things. But I want people to be better. I want people to do better. I want the guy in the red shirt to find out why it is that he thought it was okay to flip the hell out the way that he did, and to calm down. You know, people have to realize, man, nothing good comes out of life when you act that way. You know, a man is not supposed to behave that way. And there he is. Brother, you should be ashamed of yourself, and you should take a good hard look at yourself. And if you don't get arrested this time, do better, all right? Because sooner or later you will, acting like that. All right, guys, well, that's it. You can comment in the comment section. Of course, be respectful. We all know what this is. We all know what it looked like, okay? Watch your mouth, okay? Or watch what you write. And, you know, you can like, you can share, you can subscribe. I do appreciate it. When you subscribe, hit that notification bell. It means an awful lot. And, of course, you can catch me on Twitter. I will be there. All right, guys, that's it for now. I will catch you on the next one. This is The Gospel According to Mark with a C. Rock on.